शर्मिष्ठा, अगर ह्यूमन कैपिटल में इन्वेस्टमेंट के हिसाब से इस बजट को देखा जाए, कल इकोनॉमिक सर्वे आया है जिसमें बात हो रही थी कि स्क्रीन टाइम बढ़ रहा है या हेल्थ इश्यूज को लेकर हुई थी। उस बजट के अंदर भी बात और फूड हैबिट्स को लेकर भी बात हुई थी इकोनॉमिक सर्वे के अंदर। हेल्थ सेक्टर और एजुकेशन सेक्टर बड़े इंपॉर्टेंट सेक्टर है। इसमें इन्वेस्टमेंट अगर आप करते हैं तो वहाँ से जो ह्यूमन कैपिटल बनती है, स्वस्थ रहेगा आदमी, अच्छी एजुकेशन मिलेगी, अच्छा स्किल्ड होगा तो जाहिर तौर पर वो आगे जाकर आपकी इकोनॉमी में और फ्यूचर ग्रोथ के लिए हेल्पफुल करेगा। उस लिहाज से इस बजट को आप कैसा देख रही हैं? सबसे पहले हेल्थ सेक्टर के लिए और आम आदमी के हेल्थ के लिए और फिर एजुकेशन के हिसाब से, बच्चों के भविष्य के हिसाब से।
So before answering these specific questions, मैं ना 2 points रखना चाहूँगी। मेहता जी वो बोल रहे हैं कि 60-70% इम्प्लीमेंट हो जाए तो बहुत अच्छा है। सर मैं बोल रही हूँ 40% इम्प्लीमेंट करा दीजिए, वी आर वेरी हैप्पी। एज अ वेलफेयर इकोनॉमिस्ट, एज अ माइक्रो इकोनॉमिस्ट, हम ये कहते हैं कि वेलफेयर अगर 50% भी पर्कुलेट होता है, 1 रुपए में से 50 पैसा अगर पहुंच जाता है जिस भी स्कीम की हम बात करते हैं, दैट्स अ सक्सेसफुल स्कीम। तो हम कह रहे हैं 40 to 50% के बीच में कुछ भी करा दीजिए। So you know, should not just one. And पंकज जी
प्लीज शर्मिष्ठा, मैं यही कहना चाहूंगा। बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, आपने एक बहुत ही यू टच्ड अ रॉ नर्व हियर बिकॉज व्हेन बीजेपी केम टू पावर रॉम्पिंग होम फॉर द थर्ड टाइम, बार बार ये बात उठाई जाती थी कि भैया हम लोग, अब ऐसी सरकार ये है कि 1 रुपया सरकार देती है तो 1 ही रुपया पहुंचता है लोगों तक, लेकिन अब बात 40-50 पैसे पर भी आने लगी है। देखिए उसको, इफ यू विल स्क्रैच द सरफेस देन इट विल गो डाउन टू 30 पैसा। सेम एक्यूजेशन वाज डन फॉर राजीव गांधी एंड कांग्रेस। सो माय क्वेश्चन इज कि ये हमारे तुम्हारे इस झमेले में जो एक चीज हो जाती है, जो आम आदमी जो नुकसान में चला जाता है, अगेन यूजिंग दिस एज अ पॉलिटिकल कार्ड दैट वी आर गिविंग डायरेक्ट बेनिफिट ट्रांसफर एंड एवरीथिंग, येट द ट्रू स्टोरी इज कि इंप्लीमेंटेशन में अभी भी रोड ब्लॉक्स है और हो सकता है 30% 40% ही पहुंच पा रहा हो अभी तक। प्लीज शर्मिष्ठा, कैरी ऑन।
दूसरा पंकज, because you are a very progressive channel, I have always loved interacting with you. Why don't media takes on itself as a responsibility to do an impact evaluation of the budgets? You know, बजट आता है, हर साल आ जाता है, 12 महीना एकदम निकल जाता है, नया बजट आ जाता है, most of the promises are similar. Shouldn't there be, because when we do an intervention otherwise in the economic world, we always do an impact evaluation, that what is the impact of this intervention that has happened. If we can actually do an impact report independently of the last year's budget, like yesterday everybody was busy asking people what are your expectations from the budget, you know, I always feel that is a real, that doesn't serve any purpose. Now I can wish for the sun, moon and the stars, right? As a matter of fact, if we can twin it with an impact evaluation of the last budget, then it will be a more realistic trend. You know कि पिछली बार ये promises हुए थे, उसमें से इतना इतना हो गया. अब now an industry can comment on that. So to go to the industry leader and just ask आप क्या चाहते हैं, तो हमारे सारे टैक्स माफ कर दो, हमको इम्पोर्ट की ड्यूटीज माफ कर दो, सब तो चाहेंगे तो हम सब वही सब चीजें चाहेंगे ना. दैट इज व्हाट वी विल ऑलवेज वांट, बट इट हैज टू बी clubbed with what is actually possible. So that is one suggestion. Talking about the social sector development today, that was spoken about, both about the education and healthcare. See, I think that one thing that something like mental health is a topic that is being spoken about budget after budget after budget nowadays, right? Along with physical health. I think that's a welcome change. I think that is a step that should be welcomed always, and that is probably one thing I will not fight too much about कि इसका actually क्या हो रहा है, impact बताइए. Even the fact that it is becoming a talking topic, you know, that where people are trying to normalize that there can be mental health issue very rampant, as common as common cold in between people. सिर्फ इसके बारे में हर बजट में बात करना भी अपने आप में एक अचीवमेंट है. So I think that trend should continue. Keep on talking about mental health. We should keep on talking about women's mental health, because that is the segment which is mostly neglected in terms of mental health. Nobody understands that a housewife, for an example, can have mental health issues. So इसके बारे में सिर्फ बात करना for me is a welcome change. आयुष्मान भारत के अंडर जितने भी अभी इन लोगों ने कार्ड्स इशू किए हैं, that statistic, I think these are good initiatives. You know, that gives a kind of comfort. But again, implementation has to be a little more stricter, a little more streamlined to get into this. About education, you know, putting education and schooling together is a major milestone. That is something that not only this government, every successive government should start implementing now. We are a very, very theoretical education system, right? We know a lot of things in theory and we know a lot of things practically. They just don't match. So that is the problem. So
Right.
if we can have more of skilling incorporated along with education, that probably is the most welcome change when we talk about people capital and increasing people capital, right? I believe
Right.
we are a nation of people who are very resilient. We are hardworking. We can work under very difficult conditions, but unfortunately, our
Right.
education does not skills us. So if we can, I'm not
Right.
saying that education is not important. People should be educated and they should be skilled. So the more we bring these two together as a nation, we will be utilizing our man force, our human capital much and much better. So this is what I believe
Right.
Right.
should take away from these two sectors for today.
So, Mr. Very quickly, I presume last time I had forgotten, but in Tandem Global Consulting, tell us more about it very quickly for our viewers so that they could also benefit from it.
Thank you so much. So this is a consulting firm that we run, and we focus heavily on all kind of research practices for this. We do a lot of proprietary research. We do sectoral research. We see impact evaluations, and we also help smaller businesses a lot. So by design, 30% of our portfolio is for MSMEs and startups who cannot really afford very expensive consulting services. So if they want to have
Right.
advisory on how to incorporate better practices, compliances, help with their planning, help how things are moving in the world, educating them, that's what we do.
जी
Perfect, perfect, perfect. And obviously, Dr. Jajit Bhattacharya, I have a question for you. You are the founder and CEO of Zeron Microsystems Private Limited, financial technology firm. इस पे बहुत ज़्यादा ध्यान दिया जा रहा था कल तक जब इकोनॉमिक सर्वे रिपोर्ट पेश हुई योगेश. इट वाज मेंशन दैट द रिस्क ऑफ एआई.
या
Dr. Bhattacharya, how do you weigh in? You are a financial technology firm. We saw, it was not touched upon majorly, but Nirmala Sitharaman did mention that there could be a risk to some of the job sectors, but productivity में शायद असर ना पड़े. How do you see this whole technology, AI, and the progress together coming up?
So, about 7, 8 years back, I had penned an article called Extreme Automation. And my argument was that, automation happens and a new technology happens. People argue that it will lead to more jobs, that the job destruction will be short term, and there will be more jobs created. For example, when the taxis and replace the Tongas, the Tonga Wallas went on strike in Delhi. That was about 75 years back. And their complaint was that with automation, essentially the taxis were automated, the Tongalas would not have that mode. Now imagine if Delhi was being run by Tonga. So clearly we need to progress with the demand of technology. However, AI, which I am labeling as an extreme automation, is of a very different beast altogether. It's going to lead to job redundancies far faster than the number of new jobs it creates because of the technology. And therefore, it really needs to be addressed very, very quickly. And that's the reason I raised the alarm bell 7, 8 years back on this matter, that AI will be leading to significant job destruction. Now, in terms of other technologies, if you look at quantum, that's going to be a big threat to financial systems because it's going to crack all these security codes that are there, which runs your banking, through which you access bank through your phone, through your mobile phone, and so on. We need to quickly start moving to quantum-proof cryptography if you need to ensure that we survive. Otherwise, we'll have a Y2K kind of a situation, and Y2K situation was essentially when the century changed from 1999 to 2000. The code bases could not, take care of the change. Similarly, the day quantum computing comes in a big way, will not be able to, protect our financial systems, and overnight they'll get hacked. And so that's another important thing that needs to be kept in mind, and the government has to step in because it's a societal issue that is happening. In terms of
Right.
technology, we saw what happened with Microsoft going down a couple of days back. where there was a
Mm-hmm.
wrong patch that was added, and even the airlines could not fly. And these are situations that we had all painted. Metros could not move, airlines can't fly, and we actually saw that happening. Now, fortunately, it happened accidentally. Imagine if that happens with consent, with purpose. If India is getting into a strategic situation and decides that India is not
Mm-hmm.
US's anymore, it can apply pressure on the Microsofts and Googles and everybody else of the world, which are American
Right.
companies who own the technologies, and get down to its knees. Now it's very important and pertinent that budgets and our policies start focusing on these myriad set of issues, which we at Center for
Mm-hmm.
Digital Research has been focusing on for over 20 years. Uh, and that
जी
leads that with great alacrity.
जी
Indeed.
इस बीच बिल्कुल कुछ रिएक्शंस भी हम देख लें कि ऑपोजिशन की तरफ से किस तरह का रिएक्शन आ रहे हैं।
I think-
पी चिदम्बरम जो कि फॉर्मर फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर रहे हैं, ज़ाहिर
बिल्कुल।
तौर पर उन्होंने स्वागत किया है कि एंजल टैक्स जो है वो हटा दिया है, लेकिन उन्होंने साथ ही ये भी कहा कि कांग्रेस के मैनिफेस्टो में 31 नंबर पेज पर इसका जिक्र था कि अगर हम सरकार में है तो एंजल टैक्स हटा देंगे। तो उन्होंने इसका स्वागत किया है, एंजल टैक्स हटा दिया है। इसके अलावा उन्होंने स्वागत किया है कि कांग्रेस मैनिफेस्टो में जो एम्प्लॉयमेंट लिंक्ड इंसेंटिव की वाली जो बात थी उसको भी जो है वो निर्मला सीतारमन ने या फिर मोदी सरकार ने अपने बजट में लिया है, तो उसका भी उन्होंने स्वागत किया है। तो तंज के साथ लेकिन स्वागत किया है इन दोनों चीज़ों को लेकर। वापस शर्मिष्ठा के पास हम जाना चाहेंगे। आपसे ये जानना चाहते हैं हम कि ये सारी चीज़ें हैं जो आपने कहा कि 30-40% भी इम्प्लीमेंट हो जाए तो बहुत बढ़िया है इन चीज़ों को लेकर। सारा सवाल आ जाता है पैसे का। अगर आदमी के हाथ में पैसा होगा, उसकी परचेजिंग पावर होगी, तो जाहिर तौर पर वो इकोनॉमी में चीज़ें खरीदेगा, कंज्यूम करेगा और इकोनॉमी को बूस्ट होगा। तो इस बजट में आपको दिखता है कि वो पैसा आम आदमी के हाथ में कहीं से आ रहा है, बढ़ेगा वो?
ये मैं हमेशा बोलती हूँ बिकॉज आई एम अ माइक्रो इकोनॉमिस्ट। मैं हमेशा ये बात कहती हूँ कि हम जब भी एसओपीज की बात करते हैं, मदद की बात करते हैं, हम हमेशा सप्लाई साइड की बात कर रहे होते हैं। जो सप्लाई साइड होता है कि उसको
जी।
हम बेटर टैक्स, उसको हम रिबेट दे दें, वी शुड एम्पावर द सप्लाई साइड। दैट्स व्हाट वी ऑलवेज डू। वी नेवर टॉक अबाउट द डिमांड साइड। So until unless you're empowering the demand side, until unless there is money in the hands of the person who's going to purchase it, supply side को आप कुछ भी benefit, there has to be a perfect balance. So इसीलिए हम लोग welfare schemes को हमेशा welcome करते हैं, because even if there is a welcome welfare scheme that is happening, it is not wastage. वो पैसा जो है वो एक यूजर के हाथ में पहुंचता है, वो वापस इकोनॉमी में आता है। क्योंकि अगर खरीदने वाले के पास पैसे होंगे ही नहीं तो वो खरीदेगा कैसे? तो मुझे लगता है कि जो भी यहाँ पर आज मैं देख रही हूँ अभी जितनी भी स्कीम्स आई है फॉर एमएसएमईज एंड स्टार्टअप्स के लिए, यू नो, आई थिंक एमएसएमईज आर मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट पंकज जी। इफ वी
बिल्कुल।
हैव बीन स्पीकिंग अबाउट दिस कंटिन्यूअसली, ये सिर्फ कहने के लिए नहीं होता कि they are our backbone, they are actually the backbone of a country's economy. So I think the for when you call it Viksit Bharat, so be it schemes for providing internship, be it helping them getting their offices done, credit guarantee schemes, whatever, these schemes
Mudra loan.
will ensure that the money goes in the hand of the end user. An MSME, generally a smaller MSME or a micro, I'm not even talking about an MSME, the smaller units, there are many of them just single person run unit. एक ही आदमी वो हर काम कर रहा होता है, you know, and running a business
जी
together.
जी जी
Till the money, till the benefit does not reaches there, be it in terms of welfare, be it in terms of credit, or be it in terms of any other facility, till they have a spending power, all your initiatives towards the supply side will not give you the desired effect. क्योंकि आप सप्लाई साइड को कॉम्पनसेट करते रहेंगे, इट एक्चुअली भी काउंटर प्रोडक्टिव कि आप सप्लाई साइड को एक्स्ट्रा कॉम्पनसेशन, जैसे एक मैं देख रही थी बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है, अभी बिजली फ्री करी है बजट में, सर्टेन अमाउंट ऑफ यूनिट्स को फ्री देना स्टार्ट। आई थिंक दैट 6 महीने पहले तक दिस वाज द ग्रेटेस्ट इविल, और मैं तब भी बोली थी कि इविल नहीं होता है
right free electricity, yes
So,
some political
मैं वही
heat
देख
on
रही
it.
थी कि suddenly बिजली फ्री हो गई है। सो मैं ये कहना चाहती हूँ कि empower people on both the sides, let the economy thrive on its own. जो मार्केट होता है वो एक डायनामिक ऑर्गेनिज्म होता है, वो एक डेड चीज नहीं होती है। द मार्केट्स कैन सर्वाइव ऑन देयर ओन। जैसे मिस्टर भट्टाचार्य भी बोल रहे थे अबाउट एआई इंटीग्रेशन एंड ऑल दैट, देयर कैन बी अ सर्टेन अमाउंट ऑफ स्केयर अराउंड दिस, द वे द बिगर आईटी फर्म्स आर laying off people and everything, but in the long run I believe that it will adjust itself. सो मार्केट्स तो अपने आप को एडजस्ट कर ही लेते हैं, मार्केट्स को कभी भी एडजस्टमेंट में दिक्कत नहीं होती है. सो वी हैव टू मेक पॉलिसीज विच आर कंड्यूसिव टू दैट एडजस्टमेंट, नॉट एन हिंड्रेंस टू दैट एडजस्टमेंट. सो अगर आप एक एसओपी सप्लाई साइड को दे रहे हैं तो एक एसओपी आप डिमांड साइड को भी दीजिए. अगर आप यहाँ पर एक रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट फॉर अ मैन्युफैक्चरर कम कर रहे हैं तो रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट फॉर अ पर्सन इज ट्राइंग टू अवेल अ क्रेडिट फैसिलिटी भी कम करिए. So it should go in tandem, as my organization always says. Then only we can actually have the complete benefit of any policy implementation that is proposed at a budget level or whatever. Yogesh ji, is this what you are asking? या
Right.
आप कुछ और कुछ और
Right,
पूछना चाह रहे थे?
नहीं बिल्कुल, जब बात लिक्विड मनी की हो और यू नो स्पेंडिंग परचेजिंग पावर की हो, सो दैट द मार्केट्स एटलीस्ट हैव दैट मनी फ्लोइंग, बट एट द एंड ऑफ द डे हमारे पास बचता क्या है? फाइनल इसी वर्ड पर हम लोग विल टेक अ क्विक वर्ड फ्रॉम Mr. Jayjeet Bhattacharya. Mr. Bhattacharya, obviously, you know, at the end of the day, every economist, every anchor is a family man or has to run his own economy at home also. If you had to rate this budget out of 10 on the whole family tree, if I may ask, you know, barring the businesses of it, how would you look at it? How would you rate it?
Let me rate it in two ways. Let me rate it for those who are class and below middle class. That's one set of family. I think I would rate it at around 8 out of 10. For those who are
Okay.
upper middle class, I would rate it at around 7.5 out of 10. There seems to be continued view that those who are rich needs to be kind of punished. In that sense.
That's more.
While taxes, it's more. But you know, we forget that it's those who got concentration of capital in hand are the engines of growth. They are the ones who are taking the risk. When they lose money, there is no compensation that happens. It's not that we get back 30% of the money. So when we gain money, then there is a massive amount of tax that is brought in. You look at the last slab, it's 20%, it's 30%. There's also a cess on it. There's 33, 34%. So there is a strange
Right.
15% ultimately jump that happens in the last slab. And
15
frankly,
to
in today's
30, yeah.
world, 15 lakhs is nothing, which means about less than about 1.25 lakhs a month is what somebody's earning. And if you are taxing
That's what
that,
yeah, absolutely. A CEO's earning, say, a 5 lakh a month and 60 lakh a year, and a junior executive earning around, say, 1.5 lakh a month crosses to 18 lakh. They are the same, but there is a huge gap between the earnings.
absolutely. And I think therefore is answering your question. It looks differently for different people, and obviously that's how democracy works. The larger set of people in the base of the pyramid, and so they will be pleased with this budget. They are finally getting some relief of about 17,000 rupees. I think it's been long coming, but we haven't seen any relief in a very long time in budgets. So it's after a long time that we have seen some relief for the working class in terms of direct taxation. I just hope that even the largest slab was brought down, which will help a lot of the immigration happening out of India to come back. A lot of the immigration is happening because of tax purposes and tax reasons. I hope that it brings more tax in, so people don't flock to Singapore and Dubai and they stay back.
ठीक है,
Right.
बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया डॉक्टर जयजीत आपका. जल्दी से शर्मिष्ठा आपसे जानना चाहेंगे, क्या आपको लग रहा है इस बजट में कुछ और हो सकता था जिसे मिस किया है शायद?
And if you can rate the budget also.
सो रेटिंग से पहले आई वांट टू से दैट कुछ चीज़ों का डायरेक्शन मुझे अच्छा लग रहा है. इसमें सोशल जस्टिस की बात हो
अच्छा.
रही है. आई रियली विश कि उसमें थोड़ा और काम हो जाए. They have put in allocated budget for the tribals. They have allocated budget for women's development, etc. जो हर बजट में होता है. But I think that this should continue. मतलब just thinking that last year क्या हुआ था इस साल क्यों करें, it should continue. One thing I wanted to, because Sindhya ji was there on your channel just a few couple of minutes back, and he was
Right.
talking about he was giving his statement about overall the budget overall. He is also the Minister of Donor, I think, which is the Development of Northeastern Ministry. So I think
Yes, yes.
a lot of Indian resources should also go towards those 8 states. apart from Assam, I think all of them need more push, more inclusiveness. So maybe Sindhya sir, through your channel, can think of and of this, of how allocation. Again, I'm saying this again and again. I see a lot of allocation. I haven't read the budget entirely. We see a lot of allocation. How are we measuring what is happening with that allocation? Because see, without that accountability, it just becomes
Right.
jargon. Because we are a huge country, we are the world's largest consumer and producer market, we're the world's fifth largest economy. In terms of numbers, it's mind boggling. So please, let's think about this. How is a 3 lakh crores allocation and a 15 lakh crore allocation any different if the 3 lakh is implemented properly and the 15 lakhs is not? So I think
Right.
whenever we whenever we rate it in terms of inclusiveness, in terms of infrastructure, a new point about rental thing has been included, wherein they want to standardize the terms on which rents are to be managed throughout. That point I really liked. There is a point made about acquiring land, how lands are acquired, what are the, that point I like, because a lot of the inequality starts from how land is acquired for housing or for infrastructure, etc., etc., city across city, and that is how the rich poor divide keeps on increasing. Because land being a very finite resource, how it is sourced makes a big difference. Similarly, when you have to provide a service and you need an office,
जी
you
जी
need an infrastructure, how it is rented out. I think the energy, there is a complete section on energy, there is a section on energy audit. How if you're a smaller unit, for a bigger unit, it's comparatively easier to move to a cleaner form of energy. But if you're a smaller unit, how do you do that? So I think there are a few good promises here that I am liking, that we have not
जी
probably seen in the last budget. Based on that, I can rate it about 7 out of 10. I don't like ratings, but I just genuinely wish that few of these initiatives are implemented. And I also
implemented,
think
right.
that we keep a sharp look around the implementation of all of these initiatives.
जी बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया शर्मिष्ठा जी आपका, डॉक्टर जयजीत आपका भी बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है,
Thank
मुझे
you
लगता
so
है कि
much.
अगली बार से ना ये होना चाहिए कि एक दिन जो है वो पूरा जो भी
बिल्कुल।
सरकार है, जिसकी भी सरकार है, वो बताए कि पिछले बजट में उसने क्या क्या घोषणाएं की थी और वो कितनी इंप्लीमेंट हुई है और क्या
हाँ,
क्या
आप
उसके
इस
ऊपर
बारे
किया
में
है।
जरूर
हाँ
करिएगा। हम आपके साथ मिलकर ये काम करना चाहेंगे।
बिल्कुल।
बिकॉज
हमें हमें जरूरत पड़ेगी आप लोग जैसे समझदार लोगों की, ताकि हम इंटरप्रेट कर सकें, ताकि फिर से एक बार
क्योंकि
आंखों पे पर्दा न पड़ जाएगा।
ये जो क्वेश्चंस पूछना हो गया ना पंकज, ये बहुत ही पॉलिटिकल टूल हो गया है। इट शुड नॉट बी अ
जी जी
पॉलिटिकल
जी जी।
टूल। Opposition will always say that
एब्सोल्युटली
this is bad.
कंसर्न्स।
The government will always say this is great. Neither of them is correct. Everything will have pros and cons. We have to be,
राइट।
you know, very objective. So आप initiative
मच
लीजिए, and I think we will be happy to join in and assist.
चलिए बहुत बहुत
मच
शुक्रिया,
अप्रिशिएटेड,
बहुत बहुत
मच
शुक्रिया,
अप्रिशिएटेड।
कोशिश
Thank you
जरूर
so
करेंगे। बहुत बहुत
much.
शुक्रिया आप दोनों का
Thank you for having me.
जुड़ने के लिए।
Great. Sure, it's a
Thank you.
pleasure. Thank you, Sarmishta and Dr.
Thank you.
Bhattacharya.